Hello, Barondipitus here with another video for the TCG shelf. And I thought this time I would basically finish this binder off by showing you guys my random miscellaneous part of my collection. There's still more there's still a lot more trading card game stuff for me to show you guys after this. But I thought since I was kind of showing off the since I've shown you guys the rest of this binder already that has vintage Yu-Gi-Oh, old Harry Potter cards, as well as the collecting part of my Magic the Gathering collection, I thought I might as well show off what's I have here in the end of this particular binder. And this is again my miscellaneous collection. It'll be more obvious later, but I wanted to first of all show off this page right here. I'm very proud of this page. Obviously, I've been involved with the Brawlhalla community for a long time. These are metadev cards. So from like Brawlhalla's from Brawlhalla's first official year back in like 2016 or something, they've had this concept called metadev skins. Metadev skins are costumes in the game, skins in the game that you only get. The idea is that you only get these skins if you meet a dev, hence the met a dev, metadev, hence the name. And so and every year there is there is one metadev skin for each year. And so the very first one was metadev Orion, and then the year after that was metadev Bryn, metadev Ember, metadev Bodvar, metadev Asuri was 2019, metadev Fate was 20. So we have let's see, 19, 18, 17, 16. Oh, okay. So 2015 was metadev Orion, 2016 was Bryn, 2017 was Ember, 2018 was Bodvar, 2019 was Asuri, 2020 was Fate, 2021 Baraza, 2022 Taros, and 2023 was Val. Or I guess technically it's like metadev. Actually, add a year to it. So 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, I guess. Well, okay. The metadev Val was revealed in 2023, at BCX 2023, November of 2023. But if you meet a dev in 2024, you will get metadev Val. That's basically how it works, essentially. So sorry if that's a little bit confusing, but these are all the metadev cards before. Now I started playing Brawlhalla in 2018, which would have been I guess technically metadev Ember would have been the metadev at the time, even though she was revealed in. Oh gosh, I'm confusing myself. Anyway, so like 2018, 2019 is when I started playing Brawlhalla and becoming part of the Brawlhalla community, and I never really got any of these older metadevs and whatever. I think metadev Asuri was the first one I ever got, and I actually did do a metadev Asuri giveaway when I gave away like 20 or 25 metadev Asuris when I helped reveal the first battle pass back in May of 2020. And that was huge. That gave me like hundreds of followers on Twitter at the time, which is kind of ridiculous. So metadev Asuri was the first one that I got, I believe. And then, of course, the year 2020 happened, and BCX 2020 wasn't able to happen in person. And so not a lot of people were able to really get, Asuri or metadev Fate in person. And so what the developers decided to do was in 2020, they were incredibly generous. And if you watched the live Twitch streams of BCX 2020 for long enough, you're able to get a code for all of the previous metadevs and then the newest one, metadev Fate. So you were able to get all of these, and if you got the original ones before this happened, then you also got a title that said OG metadev Orion, OG metadev Bryn, or whatever, right? So I got OG metadev Asuri and stuff, and then of course finally, in 2021, BCX also wasn't in person. But then finally, 2022, they were able to give out the metadev card, the physical metadev cards. Right now, these cards have a code on the back of it. Right, these are claimed, by the way, so don't try. But they are legitimate cards in a sleeve, and I think they look really cool. Especially, by the way, so the backs of pretty much every metadev looks like this. for the most part, which is cool. But I love the new card back. Brawlhalla did a little bit of a rebrand and everything, and now the MetaDev cards look like this on the back, and I love that design. Which is also, it also happens to be similar to the card back design of my fan made card game, just by coincidence, basically, with slightly different colors and whatever. But oh gosh, I've been talking for a long time about these. I still have to kind of get to the other ones. Basically, I was able to attend BCX 2022 and 2023 in person. So at that point, I was able to get, like, basically, I think, like, these cards, Fate, Barraza, Taros, and Val from those, right? However, I wanted to, because I collect cards, I wanted to try to have a complete card collection. And so I asked some of the developers at Blue Mammoth Games, some of the Brawlhalla developers, like, hey, is it possible, like, I don't care about the codes on the cards. I just want a copy. I just want the physical cards. And so thankfully, a very wonderful and generous developer named Left Stick Down, or Left Stick David, met up with me at BCX and basically said, here you go. He arranged for me, he found some extras that he had lying around that he already gave away and stuff. And so thanks to Left Stick, I now have a copy of every single MetaDev card. And I will do what I can to continue to do that. It may not be possible, but I hope to. And so currently, I'm just happy to have every single MetaDev card. And I do have all of these skins in the game as well, because I watched the 2020 BCX, online and everything. And of course, I've been able to meet a dev in 2022 and 2023 and get all the previous cards that way. So anyway, yeah, very cool. And then also, these are a bunch of titles. Again, codes have been claimed already. But these are titles from BCX 2022. I was there, BCX Reveler, Victorious, and Super Cool. And then these are some of the titles that from BCX 2023. Favored by Odin, which you got if you were, if you got a signature from Foda. Land Enjoyer. And then these two, Lore Master and Lore Book Club, are very special to me because in 2022, the developers arranged to have me be the main person to give out Lore Master titles. Basically, people would have to come up to me and answer a Brawlhalla lore question correctly, and then they would earn the Lore Master title. And I did a similar thing in 2023 with Lore Book Club. And Lore Book Club, it's so cool because for years, for ever since like 2018, 2019, I've been helping to maintain a Discord server dedicated to people who love, specifically for people who love Brawlhalla lore, and I've called it the Brawlhalla Lore Book Club. And I also made a clan in the game in Brawlhalla called BH Lore Book Club. And so in 2023, there's a title now called Lore Book Club, and I'm basically the one who gives that title out. And I've been incredibly humbled by that recognition, honestly. So Lore Master, Lore Book Club, my favorite titles in the whole game. I currently kind of switch between these two now in the game itself. But man, all the other titles that I have, and I don't have all the titles from 2023. I didn't get the Elite Skills one that you get for like playing arcade machine or whatever. But the ones I have, like these two, are enough for me, honestly. Incredible. So this here is a card that one of my sister-in-laws made for me for my birthday or Christmas or whatever a couple of years ago, or a year or so ago. So yeah, they just made this little business card. Gold level player, diamond level lore master. That's what my Twitter bio says. And then my character, level infinity. So I have it in here. It's just cool. They just took a normal playing card or something and just painted over it. Did a really good job, honestly. So I appreciate that. IRL piece of fan art there. These are some really random things. A lot of these I've had since I was a kid. These 5 cards are Metabot cards. I used to watch the Metabot show, and I got a Metabot booster pack, but I never played it. I never looked into the game. I just have these 5 cards here. I was huge into Bionicle, like the old like Bionicle, and this was my favorite Bionicle character. I don't remember how I got this card. Because there's clearly a Bionicle card game, but I never looked into it. I never played it or anything like that. Here we have this is kind of like one of those cereal box prizes. This is a lenticular card, like motion card, based on Mario being chased by Boo, and there's some game information in the back. There, how to beat Boo. I never had an N64 as a kid. I've rented an N64 from a video games rental store, but I thought the card was cool. I never really collected sports cards. I kind of had a bit of a t-ball and baseball phase as a kid, so I do have this. I remember Mark McGuire was like a big deal, and I just this card is a bit like bent for whatever reason, I can't remember. But I've kept this card because I like how it looks. It's a cool foil card that has this cool these numbers popping out, and I just remember Mark McGuire was like a bigger deal like in the baseball scene when I was a kid. So that's kind of cool. This is a card from this is a Monster Ranchers card. I'd never really watched Monster Ranchers, but I knew it existed. But I just have this card for some reason. And then, these are viewership rewards from BCX 2022. All the codes have been claimed. And then just a couple other random things as well. This is a lenticular Godric Gryffindor card from basically a chocolate frog, essentially. So this is a card from a chocolate frog. So I just, it's not a pentagonal card, but I have that there. This here is Omega Mart. This is the Boop card from Omega Mart. It's basically a fantastical art installation in Las Vegas that I've been to a couple times, and it's got very deep lore if you kind of look around hard enough and everything. And so if you go there and you want to kind of discover the story as you walk through the crazy environments there, you get this Boop card that you can kind of boop at specific areas and unlock its secrets and stuff. And I could talk a lot about Omega Mart, but that just shows I've been there I've been there, and I know some of the basics of the story and lots of cool stuff there. And I got these SCP cards from a Kickstarter. I have SCP art books basically, and the Kickstarter, what came along with the Kickstarter were these cards that are sort of promo or preview cards for a card game that the people who published the books are planning on making. And I think they look cool. So we have SCP-049, the Plague Doctor, SCP-1678, Unlondon, one of my favorite SCPs, and SCP-093, the Red Sea Object, which is another really cool SCP. And yeah, that's basically it for this whole binder, and for the miscellaneous stuff. I talked more than I thought I would, I guess, just talking about all the metadevs and stuff. But yeah, I have this binder for just more random things, so they're all kind of collected here, so that way I can dedicate a whole binder to all my Pokemon and Digimon stuff in one binder, and Pirates constructible strategy game in another binder, and all that. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and until next time, all the best.